With the rise of social media influencers in the marketing industry comes the question, how do social media influencers play a role in the consumer decision-making process? First, let us take a step back and look into consumer behavior and the consumer decision-making process. Step 1. Identifying a problem or a need. In this stage, the consumer is trying to figure out what it is that they need. Typically, a need is what triggers the buying decision of individuals. Step 2. Information search process. This is when the consumer begins to search for the product or service to fulfill their need. Information can be from other people through recommendations or through previous experiences a customer may have had. Search engines have become the go-to tool for many consumers' use since it is a quick and easy way to find what you are looking for. Step 3. Evaluation of alternatives. In this part of the process, the consumer has to determine which option will be the best for them. This is when they develop questions like, is this really the right product for me? It will be determined based on many factors such as price, quality, and others that are important to them. Step 4. Purchase of product or service. At this stage, the consumer now has all the knowledge gathered on what to purchase and where to purchase. They have made the decision based on their research, their emotional connections and experiences, persuasion or advertising, or most likely a combination of them all. Step 5. Post-purchase evaluation. After the purchase has been made, the consumer will then ask themselves, does this satisfy my need? Did it meet or exceed expectations? In today's world, social media plays a huge role in our everyday lives and definitely can impact the consumer decision-making process. Digital marketing experts estimate that most Americans are exposed to around 4,000 to 10,000 advertisements each day. The more media channels that you are using, the more likely you are to see these advertisements. With that being said, social media influencers are contributing to advertising and consumer behavior. Influencers can impact the success or failure of a product, service, or brand by either using it or rejecting it. A marketer will often target influencers instead of the entire target market because influencers can change the minds or behavior of other people. Influencers can be influential buyers, retailers, journalists, industry professionals, or even celebrities. A major example of how influencers impact consumer purchasing decisions is the influencers involved in promoting the infamous Fyre Festival. Fyre Festival is a hot topic right now because both Netflix and Hulu released documentaries about this huge fail. The festival was meant to be a luxury music festival on an island in the Bahamas, where the tickets and packages were sold for thousands of dollars. The promotional videos showed various Instagram models and influencers on the beach, looking like they were having the time of their lives. But what people really saw at this event was a disaster. Now it has people questioning if this is the fall of influencers in marketing. When the Fyre Festival influencer campaign launched, 63 influencers simultaneously posted an orange-colored graphic to social media with the hashtag FyreFest, which received over 300 million impressions within 24 hours. The campaign extended beyond the initial launch, and eventually over 400 influencers were posting for FyreFest. All of them were paid at least $20,000, but Kendall Jenner was paid the most, $250,000 for one post. Now, the models and influencers might not really be to blame for the fall of this event, but Fyre ads were seen by millions of people because of them, and they definitely impacted consumers' purchasing decisions. The failure of this festival has put influencer marketing in the spotlight, and not in a good way. However, statistics show that influencer marketing is here to stay. Fyre Festival's influencer marketing will be a lesson learned in the industry, and from here it will only get more effective and play a bigger role in the consumer decision-making process.